I've always loved running. The feeling of the ground under your feet, the rolling terrain, the crisp morning air, the clear-headed exhaustion that follows a hard run. It's something you can do by yourself and under your own power. You can go in any direction, fast or slow, fighting the rain or wind if you feel like it, seeking out new sights, all on the strength of your own feet and the courage of your lungs. I love running because there are no barriers to entry. Anyone can do it. Everyone has a race to run. There's an expression among runners that putting your shoes on is the hardest part of any run. It's not easy to get out of bed or off the lounge and move beyond the comfortable. It involves determination, dedication, self-discipline, and effort. You know, in many ways, running can teach us a lot about the Christian faith. In fact, the New Testament writers consistently compare the Christian experience to a run. In order to run the race of faith, the Apostle Paul tells us that we need to lay aside every weight and the sin that so easily ensnares us, and run with endurance the race that is set before us. Notice the race of faith is described as an endurance event. It's a marathon, not a sprint. A marathon takes time and commitment, and needs renewal and sustaining of strength along the way. There are hills and valleys, ups and downs, moments of energy and moments of exhaustion. A sprint, on the other hand, is momentary and short-lived. Being a Christian is more than just an instantaneous conversion or a decision that you made 15 years ago. It's a daily process where you commit to growing more and more like Jesus every day. In order to run the race of faith, Paul also tells us that we need to lay aside every weight and the sin that so easily ensnares us. When was the last time you saw a marathon runner running with a backpack or a handbag? Marathon runners will strip every ounce of weight possible to ensure their best performance. If you want to run the race of faith well, you're going to have to let go of the weights that are slowing you down. Call it simplifying. Call it decluttering. There are some things that need to be laid aside in order to run well. It could be a relationship, an activity, a job, or a sport. A weight can be a good thing, but sometimes accepting good is missing out on amazing. If we exchange good things for a great God, we miss out on the incredible blessings that He has prepared for us. If there is anything keeping you from Jesus, you need to be willing to lay it down in order to run the race of faith. Every runner gets rid of the things that holds them back. Does it sound too hard or too much of a sacrifice to run the race of faith? Paul continues his thought in this passage by encouraging us to look to Jesus, the author and finisher of our faith, who for the joy that was set before Him endured the cross, despising the shame, and has sat down at the right hand of the throne of God. What God has started in you, He will finish. He is the author and finisher of your faith, and will sustain and strengthen you as you run for Him. No sacrifice was too much for Him to make for you. Will you run the marathon of faith for Him?